Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for the week of August the 19th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Let's get to your reading, Scorpio. Find out what the cards have to reveal for your week going forward. We'll get our underlying card right there, and we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords tells me that you are full of energy, that you want to move, that you want to go into perhaps new beginnings, expanded horizons, go forward in your career, create joy, happiness, love in your life, allow your creativity and your inner expression to shine. All things are possible with this card. So let's go and get a little bit more information, shall we? We have the Death card. Now, the Death card, there's a couple things about this, okay? Here we are, we're sitting with a cloak, weapon. Our inner child sits to the side, and our sense of liberation and freedom are above us. And what does that mean? Well, I would have to say it's tearing down some kind of wall. It's allowing your inner child out to play. It's embracing who you are. It's dropping the sword. It's dropping the weapon. It's about stopping the action of being on the defensive and allow for opportunity to come in. It's about allowing your inner child to go and roam and play and be free and get curious and see the beauty, see the joy that is in the world, to experience the love, to allow that sense of freedom and liberation to come into your reality. Our next card is the World card. So we could be going through something here. We could be at the end of the line for some kind of energy, even though we are having our full moon on the first day. Yeah, this is where some things are coming to completion. You know, there's some loose ends. There are some things to take care of before you can actually go forward into a brand new, beautiful opportunity and really ride that stallion to your horizon, your expanded horizon. But there are some things we need to do. I think it really has to do more with an internal thing. Freeing yourself from a limitation, an obstacle, a fear, an anxiety, something where you don't feel safe, something where you feel like you need to have that weapon, you need to have that cloak on, you need to be on the defense mode. We have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about bringing in a balance, a new reality, a new way of approaching our world. It could be through our habits, our behaviors. It could be about allowing certain things to leave our world so that we can invite in the new experiences. It could be about creating happiness, harmony, security in an environment that we spend a lot of time in, home, work, the community perhaps. Overriding this energy is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles tells me that you are busy. There's lots on your plate. There's lots to do. And there is, there's things and opportunities coming in to your pathway. But because of all the other things that are happening in your world, you may not see them for what they are. You may dismiss them quite easily and not realize that your ship has actually come to port. Now, don't worry, because when things are supposed to be in our life, they will be in our life one way or another. That will happen. But boy, wouldn't we want to catch that on the first time around. So, really, this card is saying a decision needs to be made. And the lack of a decision also constitutes a decision. So you need to finish that report for the boss tomorrow morning. You need to work on that money stream a little bit, get on the computer for an hour, upload some social media. And you also know that you really want to see that last episode of an episode you're watching on TV. Okay? And you decide to watch that episode. You made the choice. You made the choice of having to explain to your boss that you didn't have the report done. Explain, so your choice, your direction is, you are really in control of your choices and where you are putting your focus and energy right now. So contemplate where you are directing your focus and attention, so that it is on your dreams, your goals, your desires, your wants, your passions. Cradling this energy is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands tells me that you, once again, you have too much on your plate. Very much the same kind of energy coming out here again for you, Scorpio. So it is about, there's certain things that you are taking forward with you, and you need to take those things forward with you. You won't survive unless you take those things forward with you. But there's other things that just take up energy or time or resources, that zap you of your energy, that burden you in some way, that doesn't allow you to walk with a step. Very much like this card, how, we're not going to be able to walk very far if we're sitting like this, right? So it is about throwing off that cloak, feeling the sense of liberation and freedom, allowing your inner child to lead the way. And this card is saying the exact same thing. If we want to take each step with a great purpose, with a great impact, then we need to take some time out to understand what we are taking with us that no longer matters. Once again, it's about releasing some things, putting some completion on some things, so that we are not taking them forward with us. We are not taking old baggage into any new experience. As we start the week, we have the Temperance card. I'm really getting this as a personal sense of what works for you. You might be a morning person, you might be a night person. Let's say you're going out and you're trying to find a job, and you say, "Oh, I just need work. I need work in, pharmacy. I need work in the pharmacy, and I would like it like within a certain kilometers or miles away. And I'd like morning shifts. And I don't want to work more than 30 hours a week. And I want there to be some benefits there, and I want them to be very relaxed with the time I take off work." And so when you put all that into the mix and you're feeling that freedom and that liberation, you also understand what you need to release. Okay, you understand, maybe you only want to drive a certain place, but in the pharmaceutical industry, there's not even a place around that provides that. So either a place is going to have to open up for you, or you open it up, or you have to expand your parameters. So it's understanding how those parameters get expanded on what you will do and what you won't do, what you'll accept in your life, what you won't accept in your life. This could be that you're more productive in the morning, so you want to work the morning shifts. You're more productive at night, so you want to work the evening shifts. You're more productive, or you have more free time because the kids are at school during the day, so you want a day shift. Um, somebody else has the children on the weekends, so you want just weekends. Yeah, and start to think about what you really need. Because once you start saying, no, I need these things to be in place, I can be flexible on other things, but I need these things to be in place, more than likely that opportunity that arrives does have that kind of flexibility for you, regardless of what the flexibility is. It's amazing how that works. So start to embrace some kind of transformation in your life, knowing that if you will it, it is in fact indeed possible to bring it in. And here, so we're trying to decipher as we come into the week where we truly need this balance, where we truly need in our, maybe it's our day-to-day, maybe it's at home, maybe we're not feeling comfortable at home, maybe we have to change some things within our home environment in order to feel relaxed, content, safe, secure, loved. Maybe it needs to be more of a reflection of who we truly are rather than who we have become. Maybe there's some dynamics that need to change within the home and family, so that you can step into new beginnings. There could be a move there. You always hear about the parents that moved just so the kid didn't have a place to live anymore. Because you needed your balance, you needed your space, and they were disrupting it. As we leave the week, we have the Two of Swords. So Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, two twos on the board. Also, is a reminder to me to allow you to understand that you have great magic within you, your talents, your abilities, the unique self to handle the changes in life, to not be afraid that your decision is going to be wrong so long as you've thought it through and went to the heart and listened to yourself, really took your advice rather than what you'd want it to say. Okay, because sometimes we barter. Sometimes we'll say, oh, we'll do anything if only this would happen. And we hear this voice says, okay, well, you have to do this. And you're like, oh, I ain't doing that. Oh, no, no, no. Let's pick something else. And so after a little bit of argument with yourself, you come up to a realization that you could do this instead. Yeah, I could do that. And you do that and nothing happens because you ended up bartering with yourself instead of the divine guidance that you were asking for to come in the first place. I don't know where this new cough is coming from, but it's got to vacate, so it has strict instruction. Okay, let's look at, so there is some kind of decisions that need to be made here. Also, there is some kind of balance that needs to come in. Maybe you just got way too much on the go and you're trying to do it all, and that's just going to wear you down. That's just going to burn you out. Maybe you have to make some decisions on where you have control or your obligations and responsibilities in some way to have more of a flow, more of a balance between the new possibilities and what you are currently doing. There's some kind of passion, there's some kind of courage that is also needed in this decision making, in this bringing in of balance. Work and career, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about seeing the brand new beginning, imagining what it would look like. So for you, I would have to say that this is where we are going to start. Nobody has any. Last week, everybody had pentacles on the board all over the place. This week, a pentacle will show up. But you do have a lot of major arcana here, which tells me that this is a very strong and transformative reading for you. Because temperance, death, and the world all line up together. And that is the basis of how you are building energy through the week. So I think you have very little say in some of the happenings that will happen here. You have a lot of say how you leave the week and how you go forward when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to growing your stature in the community. It's about embracing who you are. It's about maybe getting together with groups of people, like-minded people, to come up with new ideas, new ways to transform your career objectives. It could be where you want to work, where your passion is leading you, where your desire is leading you, transforming. There are some things that we need to complete before we can actually step into even thinking about stepping into a new direction, though. I see some kind of hiccup, some kind of pullback there. So don't get discouraged if everything that you want is kind of like kind of hanging in the wind, just flopping back and forth, and nobody can actually obtain it and grab it. I could see delays there, definitely. Things holding it back, things getting in the way, things disrupting how everything was supposed to flow in where you are going, what you are perceiving as your new tomorrow when it comes to work, when it comes to career, whether that's an advancement, a promotion, a raise in pay, a whole new job with more aligned with your passions, your dreams, your desires, or maybe it brings in more prosperity for you. Love and relationships, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So how beautiful is that? You can make the world so much more beautiful when it comes to your home, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your loved ones, the people that you hold closest and dearest to your heart. This is the time for, you were letting some things go. Maybe so we've had some arguments, maybe we've had some rough times, and that's okay because that's all part of a relationship. It's about working through those things. That's important. And I think we come to some decisions, and some of, maybe something that you've been dreaming about together actually comes to fruition for you. That could be where both of you kind of go forward in the united front into the expanded horizon, because that expanded horizon really kind of sets the stage that we have to do some work in order to come to the decision to step into, mounting that horse and saying charge. As much as we have that energy, I think we do need to pull it back a little bit and ponder and think about what we want, because when we do, here we have the 10 of Pentacles in our relationships. We can grow our relationships. Allow the freedom, allow the giggles, allow the laughter. Okay? Maybe look at where you can change something about yourself within the relationship to grow the harmony, but don't give your power away or anything. But it's a bad habit that they don't like anyways, and why not give it up, because it would only help both of you in the process, kind of energy. If you're looking for a new relationship, somebody could come flying in here and just rock your world. I don't know if they'll be staying long, but they do have the potential to stay for a very long time. They may even allow you to, or help, they might be there just to help you heal from whatever you might be moving past. You might be in kind of a transition, and you just need that person to come in and be a certain way during a certain time period for yourself. I could see that. So I wouldn't turn anybody away, because ultimately it leads you towards success. The people you meet now, and then they could end up, maybe it doesn't work as a relationship, because I really don't get that energy that, it's like a rebound relationship, but it doesn't have anything to do with you maybe walking away from a relationship. It could, but chances are it's something else that you're moving away from. Maybe it was a death or a health scare or whatever it might have been that has projected you into a feeling of being less than perfect, less than wonderful, and this person brings out the success of who you truly are. They uncover it, they allow you, they help you take off that blanket of despair, that blanket of shadow, and bring out that inner child in you. That could be something too. So it's about honoring your relationships. It's about creating situations of joy and love in our relationship. I would also, there's three people there in the relationship, so I would have to say getting out and socializing groups of people. I think that would be a very healthy move for you as well. But improving home and family, making it what you need it to be, getting out there and socializing. In fact, socializing could bring in a lot of new successes for you by the looks of things. So just get out there solo even and socialize for with intent. You'll be glad you did. There's something about you, a magic, a charisma that moves you forward in some way. I think there's some very transformative and powerful changes coming your way, and you'll probably start getting them this week, okay? Where it just kind of feels like you're on uneven ground or something. A restlessness could occur here this week for you. Let's see what the final card is. The Ace of Swords, but the aha moment and the epiphany comes in. Two aces on the board. The aha moment, the epiphany comes into your life. You get that, that light bulb moment, that strike of lightning, that eureka. That's when you jump on that stallion. That's when you raise your sword high and you yell charge, because you know exactly where it is you want to go. And maybe you don't even know the way yet, and that's okay. Let your inner child lead. Let I heard the luck of the Irish. Let the joy and the yes kind of energy that's behind this card propel you into your tomorrow. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.